Hi, welcome to Awaken Spirit Wisdom. This is a general intuitive energy reading for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus for the month of June 2020. Bear in mind that energy is fluid, so take what resonates and leave the rest. My voice is a bit croaky, sorry. We have a lunar eclipse in Sagittarius on the 5th of June. And we also have a solar eclipse in Cancer on the 21st of June. So we are heading into eclipse season for the month of June, and then have another eclipse in Capricorn on the 5th of July. So I won't cover that in this reading, although some of the energies may be coming in for the month of June in preparation for that. And we also, on the 20th of June, we have solstice, so either winter or summer solstice. And on the 23rd of June, Neptune will be going retrograde until the 29th of November 2020. So there'll be quite a bit of energy shift during the month. And also on the 18th of June, Mercury goes retrograde in Cancer until the 11th of July. So, an interesting month ahead. So I'm going to get into your reading and see what Spirit wants you to know for the month of June, Leo. So I'm going to get all the cards out and then I'll start your reading from there. So you can fast forward if you want. I am going to pull some animal guides and also angels that will be working with you for the month of June. Okay, Spirit, can bring us what Leo needs to know for June 2020. And take those, and that one needs to come out. Wow, I didn't even shuffle those, but I feel I need to shuffle them and then we'll see what comes up. So some spirit guides are coming forward for you in a hurry by the looks of things. We've got some powerful energies coming through for you so far for June. Further messages for Leo for June, please, Spirit. Thank you. I'm going to get one more card. And which angels are coming forward for Leo for the month of June? I'm just going to get that card that's falling on the floor. And we'll have one more card. Okay. Okay, so Leo, I do feel this eclipse season is going to be quite powerful for you guys. You started your reading with Jaguar, and I feel that Jaguar is coming forward as a very strong, powerful spirit guide, and it has got something for you. But in order to get this to your attention, you are going to need to do a sacrifice. So I feel that there's a sense of needing to do some shadow work, working on old belief patterns, fears, anything that sort of you've been putting off and ignoring is coming into your awareness quite strongly, because I feel that there is a call for you to purge some of this energy so that this gift can come in. And I feel that's very much between this lunar eclipse, full moon, and the next one on the 5th of July is also a full moon lunar eclipse. So I feel that that is coming through very strongly. And then we've got the card, the moon card. So I do feel that this is showing me the cycle from one full moon to the other full moon, and all the eclipse energy that's coming as a result of the season is going to be a very powerful transition period for you. And at different points in the moon cycle, some of this stuff is going to really come up for healing, transformation and releasing, because you do have the sacrifice card coming up. Now, I don't feel that you're sacrificing anything good that came out all wrong. I feel that through purging this shadow aspect of yourself, you will come into a much clearer understanding of who you really are, of your true nature and your true sense of self. And also I feel this is connecting in with your self-esteem, your self-image and your confidence. I feel that's wavered slightly for you. I also feel that there is going to be an activation on in your crown chakra. And also, although it's not depicted very clearly in this card, I do feel a renewed sense of energy coming through to your solar plexus. I do feel that creative energy is moving back into alignment with who you are. But just look at the transformation that you're coming towards, and you've been gifted with a butterfly. So I do feel this is going to be very uplifting for your energy. Mental clarity very strongly for you, and I do feel that this is very strongly connecting with a new perception in a new set of beliefs. And I feel for some reason in this reading it's very much connected to your sense of identity, and who you were or who you believed you were is changing, and you are transforming into somebody much more powerful, much more energized, much more creative than you were in the past. I do feel that Spirit are bringing you a lot of information and blessings and help and support for this to take place. So do feel that this purging transformation is really going to help you. And then we have the journey card, so that's just really reinforcing the messages that are coming forward for you, that if you take the journey to go within and you do the work to purge these deep-rooted fears, beliefs, it may be childhood, it may be, or there's just a whole lot of stuff that it could be. So obviously that will be different for each of you. But I do feel that if you take the time and you go within during this cycle, a lot of wisdom is going to come forward for you. I do feel that there's confirmation of the crown activation, which I mentioned already, and also an activation for your third eye as well as your heart center. I feel for some of you there may be what you're purging is old hurts that you may have been holding on to for quite some time in a self-protective, self-preservation sense, not that you're wanting to hold on to the old stuff, but more that whatever happened has caused you to kind of protect your heart, close your heart a little bit to keep you from being hurt and taken advantage of, because I do feel that some of you are very generous and very caring, and unfortunately some people do take advantage of that. So I do feel that this lunar eclipse and solar eclipse is going to help you to transform some of those fears, old belief patterns, and help you to understand what the learning was from these experiences, how you can open your heart going forward, but with the right people, knowing the right people that are coming into your life. There is a lot of spiritual wisdom coming through for you, so do connect to the owl. It brings forth information on anything hidden, so that will shed some light into what it is you're letting go of, why you're letting go, why it happened, and it will help you to become more centered and to allow you to transform into that beautiful energy that this is who you are becoming. Okay. There's a lot of angelic energy around you as well, so if you are open to the angelic realm, please do ask them to come forward and help you. And then we've got confirmation with the Phoenix. This is a spirit card, and I'm sure all of you know the Phoenix is rising from the ashes, so I do feel that just totally confirms these two cards. I'll stick it like that. Purging, transforming into, rising from the ashes and transforming into this magical, true sense of who you really are. So I do feel that it's a very powerful transformational period that you're going through. Fire ceremonies may be quite helpful for you to release some of that dark, heavy stuff. So writing and burning your deep feelings that you don't want anybody to read or see, and then going outside if you can and burning it somewhere safe. That's not going to burn the house down. Somewhere safe in a contained way, and ask Spirit to help release those energies from you, and that will help with your rebirthing and transformational process. And then we have the shark. Now for me, what's coming through with this card is a need to dive deeper into the darkness, into the shadow self, where those dark, heavy, well, dark is the wrong word, but there's more intense emotional pains, conflicts, dramas, hurts, wounds are lurking. Yeah, I know, shark lurking. Because I do feel that some of this is coming up for healing. So in order for you to be able to go into this, you may need to do some journey work to allow yourself to drop into that deeper space, so you can fully feel the emotions that you are working through. Because if you don't feel them and witness them and honor them, then you can't give birth to a new way of being. So with any difficult emotions, fears, there is always something underneath that's a gift or a learning, and you need to be able to find that in order to move through this energy. And that's those gifts and learnings then you are able to integrate into your being for the next steps on your journey. And then we have camel. So do feel free to look up the spiritual meaning of these animal guides if you want. Now I do feel that you're going to get to a point. Now camel doesn't represent this at all, but this is the energy I'm getting from this card, that you're going to do some of this work and you're going to go, oh, I'm fine, I'm sorted, I don't need to go any further, I know what I'm doing. But there is going to be perhaps a lull in your energy around this journey, but I do feel that don't become too complacent, because you're going to get another boost of what else needs to be cleared. So just be careful of your pride. I don't mean it in a negative sense. I mean, sometimes we do some work and we're like, oh no, I'm sorted now, I don't need to do anymore, I'm fine. But actually there's a bit more, a bit deeper that you need to look into, because if you allow yourself the opportunity to do this during the eclipse season, it really is going to help you transform that energy very quickly, as opposed to whether you do it later on down the year when there isn't that gateway from the eclipse energy to give you that really powerful boost. And that's so interesting, because then we've got the World card. Now this for me is showing me the lineup of the eclipse season and how powerful this time is for you to rebirth into your new self. And these two are mirroring each other, so they're kind of sitting like that. So you are not only becoming more grounded in your energy, because I feel although you have obviously a fire sign, there is a lot of grounding energy around you. And once you become grounded and centered, this is going to mirror each other. So it's almost like as below, so above, as above, so below. There is reference to your heart center and your solar plexus. I mentioned that earlier in the reading, that those two are, well, the solar plexus is going to be activated. And I can understand why the heart center is now coming into balance if you give yourself permission to journey to do this deeper emotional work and release some of these fears. I do feel it's more emotionally, for some of you it's quite heavy, deeper emotions, and for some of you it's about your perception, your belief system that's needing balancing. But as a result of the eclipse, once you come through it, both mental capacity, your perception is a lot more stable, and so is your sense of self-worth, self-belief, and your heart center is open. So I do feel you are going to be able to move forward with that joy of balanced heart, ego, and mind. Well, I think mind and ego kind of come into the same thing, but I do feel that there is going to be a more purposeful, grounded sense to your identity and your inner knowing from a place of connected to your heart center again, because I feel some of you have lost balance with your heart center, and once that's all lined up, things are really going to start to move forward for you. It may even take up until August for this energy to settle in, so just be gentle with yourself. And again, we've got reference to the moon, so I do feel these lunar eclipses are going to be extremely powerful for you. But I do also see that Spirit are blessing you with whatever it is that you need to support you through this process. I do feel that you have one or two guardian angels, or probably more, or loved ones in spirit that are watching you, supporting you along this journey, along your process, because this is meant to happen at this moment in time. You're totally supported. It's in divine order. It's in line with your soul purpose at this moment in time for all of this purging to take place, for your death and rebirth. So some of you may well be going through dark night of the soul. Some of you may have gone through it and having little mini dark nights of the soul. It can be quite a difficult time, so do reach out to people that you can trust. Don't do it alone, because I feel that that's going to hold you back. If you are struggling, don't do it alone. Do ask for support. And then we have the Archangel Raziel working with you, and the message here is take back your power. Use your God-given power and intention to manifest blessings into your life. So I do feel that once your solar plexus energy is cleared from these, and your heart chakra from these emotional entanglements, you will feel that sense of empowerment coming back, and Archangel Raziel can help you with that from a balanced perspective. So not from a I'm more powerful than you and I'm going to annihilate you, more from a I know what's right for me, and connect you into your sense of knowing, solar plexus, your deep sense of knowing, and your heart chakra. So you got your knowing and you're flowing into that, and vice versa, with unconditional love and compassion, which is ultimately what Leo is about. It's that compassionate, powerful love heart center. And then once you can come through all of that, you also have Archangel Metatron, blah, 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 helping with you, and it's prioritize. Focus on your highest priorities. I will help you get organized and motivated. So once you've transitioned through this process, you've gone through your dark night of the soul, inverted brackets, and you've purged all these other things that have been weighing you down, and you come into your sense of empowerment again, with your heart and your knowing in partnership with each other, you will then have the motivation, clarity and drive once again to reorganize your life, get motivated and do your thing and shine like you should be. Something else is coming through for you, just bear with me a minute. You will have clarity, you will have a sense of purpose again. I do feel that some of you have lost a bit of that, and I do feel a lot of people are going through a shift in identity, a shift in what they once enjoyed or what they love doing is no longer really. They're questioning a lot as to whether that is the right thing for them, and does it still bring them joy, and was it really worth it. So some of you are probably going through the same thing, but I do feel once you allow for this to come through and you get your sense of clarity and perspective and your belief system change, you clear out some of that deeper emotional stuff that allows for your heart center to open. You step back into your power. You will be able to gain that knowing as to what the right steps are for you to go forward and the direction that you're taking. But alongside that is the passion and the drive, and the heart center is open to allow for you to manifest your new passion in a much easier, grounded, centered way. And you will intuitively know who to trust with your generous heart and who to remove yourself from. That seems to be what's coming through for you today, Leo. So do let me know, do comment, let me know how these energies are playing out for you over the month of June. Yeah, please feel free to like and or subscribe to my channel. I'm just starting off, so any support will be greatly received. I do wish you all the best of luck. You have got spirit behind you, and they have got your back through this process. Go with what feels right for you. Only you know where you are on this journey. So I wish you all the best. God bless. Take care.